already started by crashing one of the two OBSs. Amazing start. I'm not too surprised because I think that this is the first time I've tried running both at once. Well, at least while doing all of this, and I'm not too surprised if it takes way more of a toll than I expect. Actually, I've done it before. And I don't know why it crashed. Not gonna lie, this is probably not gonna be the most exciting things, and honestly a lot of downtime because most of it is just letting very pointless animations just roll by. Because like most of what I'm doing is using image detection, so a lot of it is just trying to figure out, does it work at the end, or does it not? Like does the start and end of the terrain or weather work or not, and then adjusting from there. And even worse considering that I'm also doing it with, yeah, I'm also controlling both switches at once. So it's just gonna look like I'm doing nothing for a bit when I'm just doing it on the other switch. Like I'm starting it a bit earlier than I thought I would because of the crash, but otherwise like I would be waiting right now and starting soon. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that last time I checked, the psychic terrain does show up fine. But yeah, and just like my other switch is extremely slow to get the match started. And this is the truth. Oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to check. Because like the psychic terrain shows up here, but way too small. Not sure what's going on with that. I'm gonna take a quick look. Oh, I crashed it. Why? I don't know. Like, I don't see why it would have crashed here specifically. Okay, is it because of Sammy? Run normally. Okay. Now let's just go back to the main screen. Yeah. But I have no clue if you guys can hear it or not, but can you guys hear the capture card? Okay, I don't think it really matters all that much, but I'm gonna at least try to put some background music if you guys can't. I kind of don't get why I do hear it just fine. I'm not sure where it's coming from. But I can hear it. I have no clue if it shows up on stream or not. Yeah, now let's take a look at, maybe it's on update terrain. Okay, this looks okay. If I look at this one, okay, then why does it show up all that small? Okay. What do I do in start psychic terrain? If I check reset terrain. Oh, that's font. That's not what I want. This is supposed to be color. That might be the issue. Yeah, that is probably what happened here. Now, if I go back to the same one, test. Needy Armor Rouge. And the main thing that's important is just after that's going to be to make sure that I do make it through the 5 turns without any issue. So it's just like that. Yeah, this is not going to be the most intense battle that you will have seen in your life, for sure. Actually, one thing I'm going to want to do... Okay, so I did not set the correct color. Also, I just noticed that psychic turn, not the one I want. Like, it's not showing the actual turn number. So more than one thing I need to fix. Yeah, this was more the color I wanted. Now let's go back. Actually, I'm gonna run just to make it faster to reset, but I'm not gonna pick on the other one. Right here, get current settings. Oh yeah, and checking what's... Okay, this... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what's going on. No, is that the issue? Okay, this part, yeah. This should also be run. Else actions, if the conditions are false, doesn't skip. It does update the terrain. Okay, terrain turn is never set. So let's take a look at set first terrain turn. Oh, yeah, that's the issue. Terrain turn 0. Because basically the way I do it is, if it's on the lead, it's technically set as turn 0. If it's not as a lead, it's gonna set to turn 1 because the first turn starts... Well, yeah, when picking moves for turn 1, and then, like, basically as soon as it's switched in for after the lead. So it basically handles how the first turn is calculated based on whether the first turn has actually happened or not. Which is what's happening here. On this game, I'm just gonna lead Torn Ogre Pawn just to set both weather and terrain at the same time to make sure it doesn't look off. Because I kind of worried after trying to fix things that it might overlap a bit. I'm not really sure if it actually does or not. So wait, is my mic... Okay, yeah, my mic is connected. Okay, this works fine. So I just realized I'd never set the condition for the end. Okay, this shouldn't... Okay, I did not set the increment for the tech turn start. Okay, so for this one, I want to do this. Change weather turn to terrain turn. Wait a second. Yeah, this is fine. Although what I want to do is... No, yeah, I'm not gonna have the time. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, update. Not just the weather, I also need to update terrain. Update terrain. Update terrain. Now let's reset this. I think that this is gonna work. Okay, at least a reset does work. Okay, for this, team 1. The other team has been selected. This should be selected too. Good to go. Then the other thing I also want to do is check. Oh yeah, I need to set the end turn. I was completely forgetting about that. Actually, I can just copy, remove, paste. Did I set the file for? No, I did not set it for the end. Okay then. I'm gonna have to do that. It's still not incrementing. I'm still gonna check first how both weather and terrain look together. Text turns. Okay, yeah, this looks fine. Like, I'm probably gonna want to pick a better color for rain, because like at night, you can barely notice it. Right here. Variables, terrain turn. Okay, so it does increment it. Oh, it's because it skips the execution when the macro is paused. When I intentionally pause it because it doesn't need to be run unless I actually ask it to be run. So that's why. But the rain turn wasn't updated too. Now I think about it, I think. Like, internally it was updated, but visually it wasn't. Oh, that's because... Okay, yeah. Don't want it to be when paused. Okay, for some reason the visuals aren't updated. Let's try again. This should work. Wait, yeah, both should work. Unless I missed something? Okay, if I run it manually, it does work. Oh, wait, I think I know. Detect turn start. Where is it? This is fine. This is... Oh. Yeah. Reevaluate. I think I need to reevaluate every time. I think that might be it. Makes sense because it doesn't actively change it if it's... Yeah, that's it. Now I can run and I can actually work on the file for the... Because one thing I need to do with this is... Because the image recognition is a very taxing operation, I need to make sure that... I try to make the zone that is trying to check much smaller than I need to. Like, for this, I know that some parts of it are not necessarily going to be used for... are not going to be used for anything else. Like, the weirdness is not going to be used for anything other than the end of the terrain. Like, it's text that's only going to be... Especially at this exact position, that's text that we're only going to see at the end of psychic terrain. So that's what I'm going to use as a reference. Control C, Control N, Control V. This one I use psychic and cropped. Now for here, we're going to change this existing file. We want to restrict the area that's being checked to the exact position where it would be on the screen, which this is actually the exact dimensions of the screen, so I can just check 364, 799. 364, 799 is already there. The size of the rectangle, 162, 37. 162. Now I'm gonna want to check every turn. Now I'm just gonna need to burn every single turn of psychic terrain. I'm not gonna set the weather again just because it's gonna be a bit faster that way. And yeah, those 4. Once again, damage is not gonna be a thing. So I just realized that I never changed the stream infos. This should be set. And also, a fun thing that I managed to get working, which I'm not really going to be using much, but that just shows some of the possibilities that you can do with what I've been doing with Advanced Scene Switcher. I'm going to show it at the start of next turn, but let me look at detect turn start. Basically, there are main actions and else actions. The else actions basically is when the condition that you set isn't true. This condition is basically like checking the 2 moments where that shows that someone would be in move selection. And one thing that you can do with that is where's okay, not this turn. There's a lot of things that I disabled because it didn't work as they should have. But one thing that you can do is I'm gonna use this scene that I was planning to use for dark deity. That basically, if you're someone who likes to hide their move selection, you can do something like this, where when you're checking if moves are being selected, it's gonna switch automatically like this. And it's gonna detect when the move selection started. And once you're done, it takes a bit before it switches back, like an interval of 3 seconds, because the way I currently set it up, it checks to make sure that the move select, like the 2 images that the 2 parts of the screen that I use to check if it's in the move selection part, have been shown in the past 3 seconds, mainly to cover for. Oh, okay, this is. Okay, I'm gonna disable it now because this is a bit counterproductive. Okay, this isn't needed. The else action isn't needed anymore either. Because basically I used 2 figs. One of them is very, like, you see the move time. On the right, there's a orange rectangle. That's what I use as a reference, because from what I've seen, the white, using anything white is gonna be less accurate than more solid colors. So using this is basically the best that you can get to make sure that, yeah, this is gonna be consistent. It's not gonna change, except if you check to change your Pokemon. So what I check if they're in this menu instead, you're gonna check back. It's gonna check specifically the text back. Okay, and even then, as you saw, the turn counter went up, so I'm still gonna have to check to do a quick check to see how I can cover for the summary. The one thing I think I can do is keep this one shorter, but make the one for back a bit longer. Like probably increase the one for back to like 6 seconds, or maybe 5. Okay, so the psychic turn counter is still there, so it didn't take it correctly. Now let me take a look. Is 4 seconds enough? Yeah, it does look like it's enough, because it did not increase. No, it did increase it. Or maybe it's just not detecting it. So I can check with show match. Go check summary. Okay, it's just because I'm way stricter. If I think I'm on like matching of like 95. Yeah, if I reduce it to like 63, I think we're gonna be fine. And maybe then I can reduce the interval back to 3 seconds. Next thing I'm gonna have to check though is definitely checking how close or the fact that I didn't check with 65 is a bit surprising. I'm gonna try 60. Wait, did I set the right? 364, 799, 162. 37. Yeah, those are the right coordinates. It is correlation coefficient. Not much I can do there, I think. Just gonna have to check. Okay, now let's take a look. Check summary. We're at turn 10. Yeah, it doesn't increase it, which is good. Now let's take a look. Next thing we're gonna have to do is check why the end of psychic turn doesn't work. This does reset it properly. Yeah, now we're gonna check with show match. Well, first of all, is it the right file? It should be. Yeah, psychic and cropped. Yeah, that's the one. So take a look at this. Shifu, Verpont, Torn, King Gambit, Didi, Armor Rouge. This. Done. And yeah, now we have to go through 5 turns just to check the. Wait a second. I'm stupid. I just remembered that the text when you use Ice Spinner is the exact same, so I could just use Ice Spinner to just save so many turns. I'm gonna do that next time. Because right now I think it's gonna take longer to actually just change the battle box to include the Pokemon of Ice Spinner compared to just wasting the 5 turns. But for the next one, I'm gonna do it because it's gonna be quicker. Trick Room. Protect. Follow me. Oh yeah, might as well show the main thing people are here for. Psychic turn 2. Turn 3. Yeah, one. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be releasing it. At least if I am, it's not gonna be anytime soon because I feel like there's so much that can go wrong. Like, I'm definitely gonna be using the GC as a test run for this, or at least that's the plan. And I don't even know how far into it I'm gonna be by the time the GC rolls around because there's still a lot I need to do. Because this is the first terrain I'm doing. After the terrains, I've got, well, talent on each side because both of them are handled differently. Screens. Trick Room is going to be a big one. Because like all of those are static text. It's always going to be at the same spot every time. But for Trick Room, when it shows twisted dimensions, well, I'm going to show it. It says a species name, so the exact location varies. So I don't know how that works. I'm going to have to check. And like for the end of Trick Room, it's fine. Okay, that didn't. I somehow zoned out. I don't even know what the percentage was. All I know is that it didn't detect it. Oh, I guess it's time to put Ice Spinner. Also, let me just... Let me run some music at least. I'm not gonna lie, I can hear the... I can still hear the capture card, so maybe not. I don't get why I hear it. But I do. Okay, so... Yes, this is the team. It's on the other one where I want to check. Do I... Can I find a nice spinner mon quickly? Probably? Do I still have the mons from Vancouver 23? Because that Dragonite had an ice spinner. Yeah, I found it. Okay. That's taken care of. Wait. No, I want Dragonite first. Well, one of the first. This. It's that. Yeah, this is gonna make things so much quicker, actually. I say yes, the battle is still trying to load on the other switch. Like, I'm still stuck on the black screen. It's kind of sad, really. But is it really gonna be that? Is it gonna match by that? Like less than 60? No way, right? Okay, let's... This... Let's go for a double Trick Room. Okay, what's the matching percentage? $70? Oh, I did not set any actions. Right. That's why. That's why. Let's use this as a reference. Copy. And Psychic Terrain. Paste as action. run macro of reset terrain. Then, wait, isn't there more? No, okay, that's it. Yeah, actually, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Same rules. Okay, so once again, this is taken care of. And this is taken care of. Thank God I remembered for Ice Spinner, because this is going to make it so much quicker than wider turns. Because I don't need to be worried about the turns incrementing, because I know that, well, it works the exact same way for every terrain. So I don't need to check it every time. I think I've checked every edge case. Actually, no, the only edge case... Actually, we've seen quite well that if I time out, it still works fine. So I don't need to be worried about that either. So yeah, I think I got every scenario I need covered when it comes to the turn incrementation. The only thing I forgot to check until now was the summary. Even then, that wasn't too bad to deal with. Okay, so now let's do the double trick room again. Now if I go for the ice spinner. Also, I realized that I can increase it to 65 again. Because having a higher percentage is good because it means that there's less of a chance of getting false positives. And yeah, it did reset. Good. Now I think I'm ready to move on to grassy terrain then. So I'm just gonna set run. I'm gonna... Can I just straight up copy the whole... Okay, yeah, duplicate macro, except it's gonna, instead of start psychic terrain, it's start grassy terrain. I'm gonna put it underneath the end. Duplicate, and instead of psychic terrain 2 is grassy terrain. Okay, use existing file. No, don't use existing file. Well, first things first. Right, first things first. Test. Main thing I want from this is the text. I just wanted to get the font color. Yeah, this should work. Thought I selected it. Yeah, this works. Now get current setting. This is gonna be grassy. here it's unpause and grassy terrain, and here pause start grassy terrain, because the reason why I want to pause the and unpause the macros are because the image recognition is quite a costly process. So as long as they're enabled, they're gonna keep checking every frame, or actually no, not necessarily every frame, because they definitely cut it, but they're gonna check quite every time that they check for every single macro that has image recognition. So they'll, and the more that there are, the more demanding it is. So by just automatically disabling it once the terrain is set, because once the terrain is set, it's never going to be set again unless there's another one being set. So I just disable it and then activate the one for ending it, because anyway, it's only going to end if it starts. And basically the one for reset basically just resets it for all of them. Okay, so grassy terrain. And for this, I want to usually keep it as small as I can, but battlefield, I think it's repeated. If I look up psychic terrain, no, oh, not at the end. I think it's way too likely that something would have battlefield at the end and would be of a similar length. So I'm not going to check that. Grew, I think. Would there be something that matches it? I'm going to put grew to cover just to be safe. Wait, this is a bit... Yeah, this is 1 pixel too high. This is small enough. Like, this is basically as small as I can think of where it's still safe. I'm gonna call it grassy start cropped. Here. This works. Now I'm gonna change this. It's here. 395, 805. What was it again? 805? Yeah, 805. 235.45. Oh yeah, that was taken care of. Now let's immediately take care of the end, which would be, where is it? Here. What does it say? This is when I wish I knew more about what's said in the text. Then again, I don't think that the grass is used for anything else. I don't think that this is used for... If I'm wrong, I'm probably going to figure it out. I'm probably going to find out. This one I might actually play it out for like a second turn or something, just because I don't remember what's the text that... I don't remember what this text is for, what's it called? A grassy terrain recovery. So I'm going to play it out to at least see some recovery first. Yeah, and you know what? Actually, might want to try something else. Like, actually, I don't think I need more than, like, grass this. Like, this. I don't think I need more than that. And there's... I don't see it being... I don't see that text being used for anything else. If I missed the other edge case where someone would, or some part of the game would use that, that's on me. But I doubt it. So, use existing file. Grassy, start, cropped. No, end. That should be all I need. Okay. Got my 4 selected. Let's do... That should do it. Now, if we wait like a minute and a half for the other switch to be ready to join the battle. I don't get this game at all. So let's double trick room. With Frillaboom, I want to Grassy Glide the Armor Rouge with Dragonite. Let's Terror Blast the Adderine. Okay, one thing I'm gonna want to check. I think before even trying to check the other terrains, because I don't really... Wait, I do have a way to set electric terrain, but I don't have a screenshot for it yet. And for Miraidon, it's not really that... It's a bit more complex, but I guess I can still check for the English name. But basically, because of the text for Miraidon... Wait, I messed up. I logged it wrong. I did not log... did not log Ice Spinner. But basically, because it uses Miraidon's name as part of setting electric terrain, it's basically the only one that does that when it comes to terrains, weather, or whatever. It's specifically Miraidon's ability. But because of that, the length will vary depending on which language a Miraidon is. Or technically if you have a nickname based on the nickname. So I need to check if if it can't automatically try to find the exact picture within a certain range. But for that I need multiple. Okay, now let's Ice Spinner. Yeah, I would need multiple Miraidons. Oh, right. I thought Rillaboom would be slower for some reason. Yeah, basically it's not as straightforward as everything else I've done so far. It's gonna look straightforward. Like, the only one I can test right now is gonna be straightforward. Okay, that did not detect it. Let's take a look why. Wait. Nan? Like, not even a little? Oh yeah, right now it's definitely not. Wait. Huh? Okay, so I'd at least expect it to reset, but apparently not. Okay, what's going on here? Just pattern, right? Okay, also, I needed to reset, but normally it should on here. Okay, for some reason it didn't. The other switch is still trying to start. Alright, now they're in. Okay. Now let's check for show match. Ice spinner. Oh, I think I didn't change the area, which might be the issue. 364, 799. 140. Yeah, that would be it. It's an area that's too small, so that might be the issue. 51. And I think we've got it. I think that would be it. Yep. Now you can see it's applicable. Like, it actually shows a percentage instead of non-applicable. This. What do I want to do? Hmm. Right, the usual. Nope. I still need to select the 4 on the other one. Night Rillaboom. We're waiting. Pokemon are finally being sent in on the other one. It's as if the other one is waiting until this one is done first. Trick Room, Trick Room. Ice Spinner. Cares what I do with this one. Fake out. Grass disappeared from the battlefield. And yes, it did reset. We're good. We're good. You know what? I do think I want to try. I think I want to try Trick Room next. Let's create a new one. No. Paste, duplicate. Let's rename this one. Raw text. No. Trick Room turns text. This one, properties. Go with simply white. I'm gonna try just restarting Scarlet on the other Switch. Just see if it's gonna help with performance a little. Maybe trying a different area too. I remember hearing that like right in front of area 0 is a great spot. Like not inside, but right before it. Yeah, to where I was at. Picture references. Do I have rooms in gravity? I think just twisted and the T after is all I need. So like one lower, like no, here. Look at this. And after that, it's rooms in gravity. TR start cropped. This one, I don't need this. Oh, it's here. Room start. TR tr turn current value 0. Okay, for the macro, update tr. I don't want it active. Basically what I want is if where is it? Oh yeah, a variable. If variable tr turn is greater than 0. Wait, no, actually, yes. Copy this. Paste this action. Tr turns. Variable is tr turn. Tr turn. Showroom turns text. Here we want text. And actually, the thing I'm gonna want to do no, right above. Where is it? Variable increment tr turn by 1. Add reset tr. Don't need it active. Don't need anything other than where is it? Actually, update tr. Copy. Remove. Paste as action. Get current settings. This is it. Oh yeah, no, not quite. There's also variable. Select variable tr turn. You want to set it to 0. After all of that, tr is fine. Turn. Oh yeah, trick room start. One of the things I want to do. Variable set to 6 to set value tr turn 1. Then the other thing is macro. We want to run the update tr. No, wait, do I? Oh, actually, what I want to do instead is, wait, this. Oh, no, I don't. What I'm going to want to do is remove faces action. I'm just going to want to do the exact same thing. Then, and it's, no, not psychic terrain. So here, where's turn? Oh, turn is right there. Detect turn start. we want to create a new one. Instead of update terrain, it's update trick room. If only if conditions of update trick room are true. Reevaluate state, yes. This all works, I think. Wait. No, there's no condition for this. Okay, this works. After that, what do I want to do? Okay, I'm gonna want to put to detect it and also add trick room, and that's just gonna be macro run actions of reset trick room, skip execution when macro is paused. And after that, reset. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to do with this. For trick room end. Oh wait, trick room start, the other things I need to do. Macro pause and unpause. Unpause. You want to unpause first, because if you pause it first, it's never gonna play. It's never gonna run anything after the pause. So unpause trick room end, and pause trick room start. That's another thing for reset TR actually. No, not media, macro. Unpause trick room start, then pause trick room end. Here we go. And for trick room end, it's actually going to be much simpler, so I'm going to start with that. Let's go with like the same as like copy, trick room end, paste. Trick room end is right here. Twisted dimensions. Okay, so one farther like this, twisted D. Okay, control N. CR, instead of start, we change it for end. Here we go. This one. Change this, use existing file. Not for terrain. Rooms and gravity. TR and cropped. Then 364799. Wait, is this? Huh. 15137. Now for trick room start. Copy here, paste. Use existing file. TR start. This is a bit more complex, I think. Because I think I'm gonna have to put more on the left too. Okay, so 6, 8, 4, 7, 9, 9. Okay, so I said 6, 8, 4, 7, 9, 9. $143.37. So since I said I want more, let's put it like 484, 543. I think that should cover like more than enough. If I wanted to be safe, I'd probably try it again with a very short nickname and a very long one and then compare. Which I think I might do it. Which I don't know if I'm going to do it right now, but I might at some point if I really want to optimize it. But at this point, I think it's enough of an edge case for me to not really want to care. I've got enough things that I need to get working that I don't think I should focus on that right now. At least that's how I see it. Now let's see if setting Trick Room is gonna work. And ending it. I have the right team for that at least. Preparations are complete. Preparations are complete. It's 1. That's 2. I'm also definitely going to want to try to see if I can do something cleaner instead. But for now, just having it working is the main priority. Okay. Actually, let's see. Wait, what do you mean, Nan? What do you mean non-applicable? Huh? Oh, that's not the cropped one. That's not the cropped one. Okay, now we're good. Good thing I decided to check. Cool, cool. Okay. Now I'm gonna side psychic just to see what it looks like if Hatterene sets Trick Room. Okay. Okay, so I need it to be to go a bit further back. So like 384, 643? Maybe? Now the fun part is I'm pretty sure that Hatterene... Wait. No, Hatterene is not going to be the one setting Trick Room. Oh, I like how it shows which part found it. That's cool. You know what? Let's target Ogre Pawn and let's Trick Room again. Let's protect again. Let's repeat. Let's repeat. Let's do the same thing. Here we go. Yep, this works. Maybe a bit less, like 434? And 593. Mystical Fire into Armor Rouge. Cool, cool. Reset properly. Let's do this again. Let's Trick Room once more. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Don't really think I've got a lot I can do progress-wise right now. Like that's worth starting. Especially considering how the casual ladder bingo is starting in less than 15 minutes. Like I could maybe get started on the ride-on, but I don't think it's worth it. So I'm just gonna link where the casual bingo is gonna be happening and end the stream there. Thanks for those who tuned in. See you. I'm probably gonna be working on it again tomorrow. See you guys then.